I didn't realize how deep-seated or how satisfying it is to help and serve people in our community. And it started out of some tragedy. Actually, at 18, I got my first infection. It's a staph infection. It was called MRSA, and at the time I didn't know what it was. It was small, it was on my leg. I went into the doctor and they said, yep, it's a MRSA infection. And they called them superbugs at the time because these superbugs were resistant, these bacteria were resistant to the antibiotics. A few months later, I got it again on my other leg. At that time, it got a little bit worse. It took a couple rounds of antibiotics and it was a little bit more concerning. Then the next time I got it, I was 19 and I was in college. And I ended up getting it on the top of my foot. It started out super small, didn't really think anything of it. Within 12 hours, right? So by the time I was ready to go to bed, my whole foot was red and swollen. That next morning, it had infected all the way up past my leg. Even just trying to get out of bed, it was excruciating. The pain at that point, something I've never felt. When I got in there, the nurses, there was some panic on their face. One of them ran out, got a doctor. They said right away that this is very serious. This could be infected into your bone, and if that's the case, it could kill you. At that point, they're like, if this is in your bone, we're gonna have to amputate your foot to save your life. I love to hunt and to fish and to play sports. I love to be able to be active, go for hikes, go on backpacking trips. I thought of never doing these again or not being able to do them like I would like to. Not being able to play soccer with my kids someday. I envision not being able to go on the long walks on the beach with my wife someday. Right? These things continue to kind of fade a little bit, and the fear of losing those was heavy. As I felt like I was watching this story unfold, and that I was out of control. That I at this point had zero control over what happened moving forward. When he came back into the room, he said, I got good news and bad news. The good news was that it wasn't in my bone, so therefore they didn't have to amputate my leg yet, but they did have to do emergency surgery to drain as much of this infection as possible, and they also needed to do IV antibiotics, he said, for possibly days. I was able to heal from that. But moving forward, this really marked a day in my life where I really began to think about life differently and really began to question what health really was. Just 6 months later, I got it again. I went to see the doctor, and I sat down right away with them, and I just asked her, like, what am I doing wrong? What is wrong with me? Is there anything that I can do to prevent this from happening? She looked right at me and she said, there's nothing you can do about it. Just the next time you get it, and every time you get it moving forward in your life, you just need to come in right away, and we'll give you these antibiotics. Maybe someday we'll have a way to be able to take care of it, but right now this is kind of your new normal. This began a search for me. I was asking people, I was reading online, I was looking everywhere for anyone or anything that could tell me that there was another way other than just luck. That is what began this story. I ended up meeting a couple different people and got connected with a chiropractor. I was introduced to a principle of holistic healing, of finding the root cause of why our bodies were not functioning like they were designed to. Our bodies are powerful. Our bodies were designed to heal, and we just have to figure out what's stopping it from healing. It was radically different from what I was told, that you just kind of wait and see until you get sick. You're gonna wait till you're in pain, wait till that you're about to die, and have this terminal diagnosis and sentence to then go ahead and take care of yourself. And that empowering information led me to see people who were being transformed in so many ways, whether that was heart disease, whether that was digestive issues, whether that was infections, right? Or whether that was headaches, neck pain. This sparked something in me that has now, 10 years later, not only am I infection free, right, but I have the privilege to be able to serve and to share this message with thousands of people, and to be able to help them on their journey, be able to help them find the cause to their problems, to be able to help them find the answers that they need to achieve the health that they want, not only for themselves, but for their future, for their families. And that is something that gets me up every day, because I know that there are so many people out there asking the why me question, asking, is there a better way? Most people don't come here because they're in pain. They come here because the pain has stopped them from being able to do the things that they want to. We have to find a way over those hurdles that are stopping us, those excuses, or the reasons, right? Maybe very valid reasons, but we can't let those get in the way of us finding the way back to how we were designed to heal and function. And so I challenge you to make the step. I challenge you to find the answer. I challenge you to find the right person to help you along that way.